right, we are continuing on our watering the soul journey. There is a piece of my soul that will always be yours, interwoven, locked, fused together with yours. Even through 100 lifetimes, even if my heart belonged to someone else, that one piece of my soul is forever yours. It belongs to you because you are the person who reminded my soul to breathe. For what seemed like a lifetime, the days all blended into one. I could not see the difference in each day, and it clouded my mind. For each and every new day was different. None remained the same color, and none brought the same gifts. So when I began to see each new day as its own story, it meant I could truly see. And when I could truly see, my soul could finally breathe. I kind of like that one. It's kind of good. We're on a new chapter, Embrace the Silence. But how could I look at you and tell you I didn't see the sadness in your eyes? How could I watch you as you moved through your life with your heart in pieces and your soul on fire? I wanted to take that pain from you and carry it so that you didn't have to. Because I couldn't understand how someone like you, with so much light and so beautiful in all that you do, could be broken by someone who didn't love you in the way you deserved. But it will make sense one day. In the same way it didn't make sense for me to carry your pain, it was not my pain to carry. It was yours. This pain, your pain, brought into your life to teach you that you would survive. That even though they broke your heart and they made you feel like you weren't worthy enough, or good enough, or beautiful enough, it didn't mean that it was true. Because I know you are worthy enough, and good enough, and so beautiful. I can't help but smile when I think of you. That one was a good one. I like that. It's probably one of my favorites so far. Your journey doesn't always need to be about love. It doesn't always need to be about how you stitched yourself back together again after someone else broke your heart and went on to find someone new. Your journey can just be about you, about how you still moved forward in life, but came to find hope in the empty sheets, forgotten sweaters, and quiet mornings. Your journey can be about the moment you realized you could depend on yourself. That life didn't always need to be chaotic or full of loud conversations. That life could be lived and fulfilling, even while alone. Life could be about your story and how you carry the same backpack with you everywhere, and dance in your living room, and eat cereal straight from the box. Life could be about your aspirations and connecting with your soul, thread by thread. Your journey can be about how you mended your heart and fell in love with yourself instead. It was only when she noticed the stillness that she heard the beat of the world. It was only in the silence did she become the wolf. Become the wolf. But fireflies exist in the darkness, and stars in the moon too. Such wonder and beauty covered in the dark, shining in the silence. It does not matter if you feel joy or pain or sorrow. You can find wonder in the silence and all the wisdom for tomorrow. Oh, that was cute. Kind of short one. My favorite moment in the beginning of every new day, as the sky becomes lighter and our alarms go off. It's in those moments, wrapped up in your arms, that I could spend eternity in those extra minutes of silence. It is here that I feel safe and loved. You can feel everything in the silence. You can hear your heart drum in your ears. Feel your breath as it moves throughout your body. Smell the salt from the ocean in the air. Taste the honey from the flowers blooming once more. In the silence, you can reconnect with who you are at your core. You can find your spirit and promise to be braver and stronger than before. We perceive a journey to be outside of ourselves, the road we travel, the path we walk, the quest we take. But the true journey is found when we realize that all the roads, paths, and quests are mapped within us. Our heart is our compass, our mind to the wheel, our soul the sails. Once we understand that peace starts from within, then our true journey can begin. The leaves do not stop moving, even when the wind is soft. A mere whisper, they still move, much like our thoughts. Our minds can be empty, or our minds can be full, and in both, we are still worthy. We should not resist opening the door to the quietest room in the house, because even in this room, because even in this room is filled with shadows. The grammar there is kind of throwing me off. It is still a part of our journey. The shadows are something we should embrace and nurture. They should be something we choose to love, so the light may return once more. Yeah, the grammar there was kind of weird. If you have only but a moment, use that moment to let your feelings unfold. Listen to the truth that awakens in the silence. Nurture the thoughts that linger in your mind. Reach for the infinite possibilities of your goals and aspirations. Find comfort in the silence and inspiration in your mindfulness. There were 3 different boxes, and inside one was anger, the other was pain, and the final was grief. And they lived in the attic of her mind, untouched, unfelt, closed, until one day, as dawn fell upon her heart, she realized that to start the journey, she must first open the boxes, because to feel anger, pain, and grief as they are, in the moment they arrive, is to truly feel at peace with your mind. Yeah, can't box it up, bottle it in, gotta let it out. I am learning to find answers somewhere in the silence. The time of day before the sun rises, when the birds awake and the moon disappears from the silky sky. I've been learning to listen to my heart, what it needs, the gentleness I should show, the forgiveness I need to learn and know. I've been learning to calm the dusty thoughts, let the silence become my strength, hold my hopes in the palm of my hand and feel their depth. I've been learning to continue my journey, brave and defiant. I've been learning to be at peace in all the quiet. One day, there may be a moment or a handful of moments strung together when you desperately won't want to be here. You will feel as though nothing matters anymore because each day is just too much. There's no possibility of a silver lining. And more than feeling this way, you will want someone to prove you wrong. Someone to convince you there is still a reason or a handful of reasons. So this is why I'll remind you to stay. Because if you stay, despite the ache that you feel and the deep pit of pain in your heart, if you carry on despite all those days that feel too much to handle, you will find those days thin. You will find sooner or later these bright days return. They will be small at first, slow, timid in their healing, but they will come to remind you of your worth and all the good things you would miss if you did not stay. And some more days after this, you'll see how much you have grown, how much you can be, and most importantly, how much of your life you still need to see. That's a good one. The truth is most stories always begin with someone on the very cusp of being all they can be. Then a terrible thing happens, and their heart breaks a little, more than it has before. So this person, who is beautiful and worthy and deserves to be happy, is now lost, unsure, a little broken, and flawed. But what the ache can never take away is that this person deserves the chance to learn some more, be who they want to be, find out all the goals they can achieve, and all the beauty they can see. That's a good one. We'll end it on that. All right, more tomorrow.